Most founders, visionaries, and leaders are crushed under the weight of responsibility. They are responsible for their team, responsible for revenue generation, responsible for profit, responsible to ensure the company doesn't sink, responsible for outcomes, every outcome in the company, responsible for every deal, for every lead, for every business hurdle, and genuinely they are tired. If that feels like you, this episode is for you. So let's look at the crushing weight of responsibility in leadership and how to manage it.
The Fulfillment OB Podcast.
You wake up in the morning as a founder, 10,000 things run through your mind. You think about your meetings, your goals, the vision of the company. You are worried about your team performance. You are responsible for every single thing. If the company is to fail today, you're responsible for it. If you win and if everybody is successful, you're responsible for it. If something breaks, you're responsible for it. And that is the weight you carry daily. And it is difficult because sometimes you can't keep track of everything and you are exhausted and tired. Now, let me tell you the leadership lies that fed you all these years. I was in a leadership conference and the speaker said something. If you are not hurting enough, you are not leading. It means that you're expected to be hurting, to be under pressure 24/7, to be exhausted. That is the sign to show that you're a serious leader. But those things are lies. You don't have to sacrifice yourself, your health, your body just to lead. So leadership don't have to be martyrdom. You don't have to give up everything just because you are a leader. Those things are lies. Another lie is that they tell you that you are supposed to enjoy it alone because you are the one leading. You don't have the right to complain. You don't have the right to crumble. You just have to buckle it up. Be a leader and handle everything by yourself. Those things are lies. Leadership is all about building the right structures to support you. We're talking about sustainable leadership, the ability to share the vision, share the weight, and ensure that everyone is responsible for something. Responsibility should not be on you alone. So to solve this problem, let's use the Fulfill Leadership method. We're going to use 3 pillars, which is focus, unity, and leverage. A leader who is focused knows exactly what he is responsible for. You don't have to be responsible for the financial audit in the company. You don't have to be responsible for your team performance. All those things are to be delegated so you can focus on what is important. If everything gets your attention, nothing gets your attention. If everything has to pass through you, if you have to make decisions for everything, then nothing gets done properly. So ask yourself, what should I be focused on this week that would genuinely move the company forward? And what needs to be delegated? What responsibility has to be shared so that I can move faster, have the clarity of mind to make the right decision? The second thing is unity. Unity is not just about collaboration, as I would say. It is not about uniformity. It is about people working together and being responsible for outcome and decision. We're talking about decision ownership and outcome ownership. Every member of your team should be able to know that at the end of the week, the end of the month, the end of the quarter, I am responsible for this. If it fails, I should be held responsible. If I'm successful, I should be held responsible. That's unity. Sharing the vision, everybody owning the outcome. The third thing is leverage. Leverage is not just about automation. Leverage is building the right leadership structures that will support responsibility long term. And this only happens if you have been able to train leaders. Train your people to be responsible for outcome. Teach them how to make decisions and how to own up when things do not go as planned and fix it before it gets to you. So your team does not only report problems to you, but report progress. So that is it for this episode. if this feels like you, if you're responsible for everything and the weight of that responsibility is crushing you, it's a signal that somewhere your leadership structures are failing and need to be fixed immediately. For a company that wants to scale, for a company that wants to fix their execution within their team, this is not something to joke about. And I would advise that you look into it deeply, and that is what the Fulfilled Leadership Audit is all about. It is a 90-minute diagnostics designed to help you pinpoint where your leadership is failing and map out a plan to fix it. Only 3 slots is left this month, so click on the link in the description of this episode or the show notes to book an audit. If you want to go deeper into the pillars of the Fulfilled Leadership Method, check the Patreon for a deep dive episode. We do 2 to 3 deep dive every month. If you want to get our daily episode to your inbox, then subscribe to the newsletter. The link will also be in the description below. So thank you so much for listening to this episode. I'll catch you tomorrow for the next one.